Very seldom do I get to come on here and bring up something new. I mean, really, really new. And I can't wait to introduce you to this young lady. I'm telling you, we've been waiting almost 6 months to do what we're about to do today. Miss Jessi, how the heck are you?
Hey Kevin, I am great. How
I
are
know
you?
you are. You're actually just right on the other side of that wall talking to me through
Yeah.
your computer. So we've had a good day today. And thank you for that. Guys, here's what we've done. The Chattanooga, Tennessee Element Home Loans, the Kevin Blair team is growing. And we're really excited because I met Jessi probably, it took us about 6, 7 weeks to get you on board. So I met you, what, 7, 8 months ago?
Yeah, it's been a little bit and
It's,
it's flown
it's,
by.
it's been a minute, hasn't it? Hey, the mortgage business, man, it just flies by. So what happened, guys? She was actually brought to us by one of our partners probably about 10 months ago. And she had been on her job for about 3 years and she just wanted to give it one last shot to make sure it was going to do it. But as soon as I talked to this young lady, I knew I had a winner. And when I say that, and I'm going to let her talk here in a minute, but when I say that, the drive, the integrity, what she brought to the table. And she's never been in this kind of role before, but she's got some great background as far as customer service and taking care of people. We're excited to say it because here's the thing, for the first time, and I've been doing this 25 years, in our company, Element Home Loans, with I think there's 27, 28 offices, we do not have a bilingual loan officer. And what the opportunity that she has for her, for our company, for you as far as people, our realtor partners. And so we've been really excited. We've got her licensed and I'm about to turn her loose and I cannot wait.
Get
So
ready.
get ready. That's right. Exactly right. So, Miss Jessi, like I do for most of my podcasts, all right, being a loan officer is what I do. Okay. Being a branch manager, that's what I do. Who is Jessi? Not the loan officer. Who is Jessi Azbill?
Well, that's a hard one. Jessi Azbill is a proud mother of two boys, proud wife. So I've been married to Dustin for 16 years now. We've got two wonderful boys together. I actually was in the medical field for a while. That was my first career choice. And then, given the things you described, the drive, tenacity, just the mentality, I decided to switch gears and pursue some business degrees. So I aimed for one and I got three.
Not
So,
not an overachiever at all.
not at all. So thankful and blessed that I was able to get that accomplished and make the change, make the switch. You are correct. I did stay at my job almost, it was 3.5 years, about 4 years, but I enjoyed what I did given the getting things done aspect, right? I enjoy learning new things. I enjoy figuring things out. I love problem solving, analyzing, making things better. I've told you, and I think that you've seen that since I've been here with you, that I'm very process driven. I'm always looking for a better way to do things. I'm always looking for new things to learn. And I apply that in all aspects of my life, in my home life, in my professional
That's
life.
right.
It's something that I get from my daddy.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
yeah. And I've lived in Dalton since 1993. I was actually born in California, but by the grace of God, my father decided to move us down here to the South. We moved to Atlanta initially, and then we moved up to Dalton. So I've lived in Dalton for ever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and guys, you can tell what I'm talking about, okay? Because the two or three topics that she just said fit hand in hand with what we do because it is problem solving. It is trying to find a better way. It's trying to be more efficient. And she brings a lot to our team. And we know we're not going after a specific sector. That's not who we are, okay? But you offer something, Jess, that is something that we needed so bad in the Chattanooga, North Georgia area. Okay. And that is a Spanish speaking loan officer. Okay. And that is so very strong because that community needs help. They need somebody that can be able to explain things. And you've got a real passion for that. One of the most fascinating parts of getting to know you is the story of your father, the story of your parents.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I am proudly the daughter of Mexican immigrants. Okay. So my parents were very, very poor. They come from just country farming, right? In Mexico. Again, by the grace of God, the decision was made that they would come to this country. My parents came to this country, started in California. There's a total of five of us. I have two sisters and two brothers. And it is just amazing. It is amazing to see everything that my father accomplished. Nothing and showing up and getting his education to learn English, taking a little technical certificate course to learn automotive mechanical, always finding a way. There's the drive. Remember, I
Right.
told you
That's
that
it.
you are my
That's it.
daddy. That's it. And so then us three girls were born in California. Then we made the move to Georgia. My two brothers, they're the younger ones. They were born in Georgia. I had an experience a couple of years ago for my previous employer. I had a work trip in which I needed to travel to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. When I landed in Schiphol Airport, and everything was in a completely different language that I did not know. I did not understand. I couldn't read it, nothing. I was walking through that airport and it hit me then. It hit me then. I thought, my daddy left everything he knew to come to a country in
That's
which
right.
he knew nothing about, did not know the language, did not know anything, but he knew that this is where he needed to raise his family. And even with that, he has raised five successful children. And we're also successful in different ways. And I don't just mean
Sure.
that professionally, I mean that personally. But to come from nothing and to know my parents' struggles to give us a better life, that's my driving force. It's always been my driving force. Now it's my children because I
That's
want
right.
to do better for my
That's right.
children. I want to provide my children with a better life. But that was my realization for me. It was wow, this is what dad did.
So
You know,
I will tell you, Jess, the very first time we talked, in fact, I was at a conference down in Florida, sitting in a hotel room the very first time I talked to you. And when you told me that story, I knew right then that you were the person for this job, that you were the person for this industry, because this industry has taken care of me and my family now for 25 years. And I've seen a lot of people come, a lot of people go, but there's something. And your daddy was, how long was he on his job here before he retired?
oh gosh. In Georgia, he worked maybe 25 years for the
Yeah,
same employer till he, retired. And now he's just grandpa, fishing with the boys, taking
that's
care of
right.
the grandbabies. He was a wonderful father, always providing for us and taking care of our family. Sometimes, that's a struggle because as a child, you don't really understand
Hmm.
the sacrifices that are being made. But of
That's it.
course, now that I'm a mother and I have my own two kids, I am just like in awe, amazed, appreciative, so many things. And when I spoke with you, when you called me, I think I even told you, and I'll share this. I don't mind sharing this, but I had a day that
Mhm.
day, terrible about that, and that's
Sure.
kind of all I'll say on that. And I looked down at my phone, and it was a text message from you. And I thought, yeah, I've got to talk to him. This is a sign, right? I've always said I'm not the fanatic, the whole, religious. I'm
Right.
not, but I believe in God and I believe in
Sure.
those signs. I believe the signs that are presented to me. And that was my sign. That was my sign, like, okay, let's do this. This is, you're asking for change. And at that point in time, after devoting 3.5 years of my life and hard work and sacrifice everything to a different company, different, sector altogether, I asked myself, what am I doing here? Right? Because we all need jobs. We all need to provide for our families. We all have to help our families. But for me, it's very important to have a purpose. It's very important to know what that purpose is, right? So, yeah, was I great at my job? Absolutely. Absolutely. I was. And I don't say that in an arrogant
Not at all.
way at all. I just mean I handled it. And anyone that you can speak to, whether it's previous coworkers, that's anyone will tell you that. But then it was like, okay, what am I doing here? What is my purpose and what am I doing? I want to make a good living. I want to provide a good
Mhm.
living for my family and help support my household. But for me, it's about finding the purpose, right? And like you stated, seeing my parents' story and then speaking to you, I thought, this is it. This is it. What better opportunity than to be in a position in which I can not only help English speaking clients, but I can help the Spanish speaking clients. And in this industry, I've heard you say it time and time again, educating,
Right.
right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
learning all of these things to be able to educate our communities, to be able to serve our communities. A lot of people don't know the opportunity that this industry can give them, and it is just, it's amazing to me. And I really do think that I am in the right place.
Absolutely. You know, and the reason I wanted to bring that up is because you come from a family that has lived it, okay? And that has went through it and has come out on the other side of it. All right. And now you're going to be able to take your life experience, your knowledge of business, period, and be able to help families that maybe think that they don't have the opportunity, okay? That they
Absolutely.
don't have the opportunity to own a home, to build generational wealth. I will tell you, and and there's a reason, there's a purpose that we waited 5 or 6 months to do this,
Yes.
okay? Because I wanted you comfortable. I wanted you to understand what we're doing and to really dig your teeth in and fall in love with this business because we either fall in love with it or we hate it, okay? And we have to be a little bit crazy, and that helps.
Yeah.
Um, so, guys, if you're listening to this, okay, and in fact, in a couple of days, we're going to have our very first Spanish speaking podcast that we're going to be putting out to the Spanish speaking population, okay, and we can't wait for that. But if you're a realtor listening to this, if you're a loan officer listening to this, if you are a family listening to this and you have Spanish speaking families that need help, I got you, okay? Jessi's got you, and we are here to help. The best way to reach us is 423-488-7571. You can get me, you can get Josh, you can get Jessi. It rings 7 days a week. On the weekends at night, it rolls over to our phones. Guys, we are here to help you. It's not about selling you, it's not about trying to talk you into something. It's about giving you clear, perfect, 100% advice and knowledge and letting you make that final decision. Miss Jessi, congratulations. We're glad you're here. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what's about to happen because we've been doing a lot of work. We've been doing a lot of groundwork. We've been doing a lot of phone work. We've been doing a lot of meetings, and it is going to explode. And I cannot wait to see it. Guys, if you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe. If you've got a Spanish speaking friend, tell them to watch this one and then tell them to watch out for the one that's going to drop in a couple days. Jessi, thank you, lady.